All right, fam, what's good? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It is one of those days to where things just haven't gone right today. Had a power outage in my area. Yeah, go figure. Power outage right before the show. There's a lot of stuff going on. So since we started late, I'm gonna just put it out there: 512-539-0686. Call in. If you tried to call in before and you couldn't get through, go ahead and call through now. The show has started. We are ready to go. I'm super excited about this game, a bevy of games today on the docket, especially my New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. It's going to be one of those days to where a lot of teams are going to figure out who they are, and some teams are going to figure out who they are. Are you a team that's going to be capable of making that playoff push? The Giants are 7-4. The Washington Commanders are 7-5. The New York Giants right now, they've only team they played in the NFC East have been the Cowboys. That they're basically right now they're 0-2 versus anyone in the NFC East. So with that being said, 512-539-0686. If you're new to the show, follow us on Facebook at Speak On It Sports, Twitter, NYG Men for Life, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can hear what you got to say today. So let's look at these games. Let's go over these games. And I want to see from you guys today what game was on your docket that you think is going to be a game that's going to be super exciting today. So let's look at we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons. A lot going on in this game. If you look at that division, that NFC South, I mean, nobody really wants to win it. Right now, I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the head of that division, but anybody could win that division. And it starts now for the Atlanta Falcons. Marcus Mariota needs to get his stuff together today. They will be out without their tight end, the rookie from Florida. He has a knee injury, and he's out for the rest of the season. He had surgery. But there's a lot of guys on the team. You still have Cordell Patterson to throw the ball to and run, and he brings back kickoffs. The guy is just everything. He does everything. So it should be a really good game. On the other side, you got Pittsburgh, and you got Pickett, who's actually Uta. Watch out for the Colts, Cowgirls fans. I'm putting the Cowboys on upset alert. All right, Uta. Woo, talk that talk. Talk that talk, because that's going to be a good game today as well. Yeah, so you got Kenny Pickett, and as a Giants fan, I'm a little bit jealous that they have so much success with Kenny Pickett. He's a rookie. I mean, we had Daniel Jones, but I digress. So that's that game. Pittsburgh's 4-7, Atlanta's 5-7. I have Pittsburgh winning this game, even though Atlanta is more talented on offense, in my opinion. They have more ability. Plus, you have a quarterback in Mariota who can actually run his offense pretty well. But don't sleep on Kenny Pickett. I got Pittsburgh Steelers, however. All right, Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens. This is the Let's Ride Bowl. Denver's 3-8. Baltimore's at 7-4. I mean, it's rough. I mean, to say Russell Wilson is having an awful year would be an understatement. Looking at what he's amassed together as far as, wins, 3 wins, 3-8, going up against Baltimore Ravens that are 7-4. Look at the Broncos. Let me tell you who they beat, because it shouldn't be too hard. Look at the schedule here. So the Broncos. Look at your schedule, Broncos. Because I mean, is anybody out there? Do you think Russell Wilson is getting treated unfairly? I mean, it took $230 million or $250 million, and you went to the Broncos. I mean, that's what you did. So. Let's look at their weeks coming up. The last game, the full schedule. Whoever they lost to, you probably need to talk to them. So they beat the Houston Texans. That's one team, Houston Texans. They beat the San Francisco 49ers. Wow, 11-10. That is odd. I can't understand that, but it's early in the season. And their third win was against Jacksonville. So look at that. They have one team in there that's got a winning record right now that they beat. So, but it's going to be tough sledding for Russell Wilson today, because I had the Baltimore Ravens. They're at home. They just activated Deshaun Watson from the practice squad. Now he's a full-time on the 53-man roster and starter, excuse me. And they took one of their wide receivers, and they basically put him on injured reserve. So I got Baltimore winning this game. I think it's too much Lamar Jackson, too many tight ends, and it's just terrible for them. All right, Uta says the Broncos offense has been flailing all season. I expect the same this today. Yeah, you know what? And Uta, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I look at them and I just see a lot of inconsistency with that team. And it starts from the top down. You have the head coach and Nathaniel Hackett, who just, for lack of a better word, can't hack it as a head coach. So I think it's going to be something that they're not going to fix today, and it's just going to get worse from here on out. All right, moving on to the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. All right, both starting quarterbacks will be playing today. Aaron Rodgers will be playing today despite having an oblique issue. Justin Fields is a game-time decision, but expected to play today with that left shoulder injury. It's not his throwing shoulder, so look for him not to do a lot of scrambling today. And if he does scramble, he's going to be getting out of bounds, because Green Bay's defense is pretty legit, and that's about they got a bright spot on that, as far as defense goes. But don't sleep on Chicago. Chicago can put up some points, but not without their quarterback being fully 100% healthy and able to run him, in my opinion. So we'll see about that. I have Green Bay winning this game, but the score is not going to be it's not going to be world-beating score. I say like a 17-10 or 24-14 game or something like that. All right, moving on to Jacksonville and Detroit. I call this game the game of grit, the game of will. These two teams have always been picking at the top of the NFL draft. And let's be honest, folks, if you pick at the top of the NFL draft, there's a reason. Your team is horrible, okay? Your team is not playing well. Your team is not winning games. You don't have a quarterback. Your offense struggles, your defense struggles. All the above is why these teams are always picking in number one or the top 5 in the NFL draft. Both teams are 4-7 right now. Jacksonville's 4-7. Detroit is 4-7. Jacksonville's coming off that just 2-point conversion win was just ridiculous. And Detroit, I'm telling you, Detroit always plays. They continue to play. I like the play calling that they got going on in Detroit. All right, we got our first caller of the show. What's going on, caller? Oh, T Sizzle, what's good? What's going on? Oh, how you doing, bro? I know what you want to discuss today, but I'm gonna lead into it. Go ahead, talk to me. What you looking forward to today? Can you hear me? Yeah. So, what game are you looking forward to today? I know what it is, right? So, okay, let's just get into it because I know what game he's talking about. He's talking about the Washington Commanders, who are 7-5 at MetLife Stadium against the New York Football Giants, who are 7-4. It's weird. These teams right now, the Giants are ahead of them by half a game. It's the first time the Giants are going to play the Washington Redskins. They'll be playing them twice in 3 weeks. After this, the Giants go to Philly and then they go to Washington. So Washington has a very good opportunity right now because all they have to think about is the New York Giants for 3 weeks. So how does that work out for you there, T Sizzle? Mm-hmm. The Giants don't quit. They may be looking inside out. I agree. I mean, they got a murderer's row going on right now. So we play you guys at home. Right? Then we go to Philly. Then we go to Washington. Then we slip, I think, a Detroit game in there or something like that. One of those teams or one of those games. And then we end up in Philly. So there's a lot going on. Oh, excuse me. Those are my burglar alarms right there. There's a lot going on with this game. There's a lot of ramifications. What are you looking forward to see in this game, though? Shutting down. And if Daniel Jones, because that's what they're going to do. Let's be honest. Washington, you have that front four. I mean, that front four is starting to play, man. They've always been there. Chase Young, I think he's a game time decision. I don't think he'll go today. Brian Robinson is another, bright spot on that team who's actually this guy just got shot in his knees, man. And as a running back, that's what you use most, your knees. And he's out there running hard. You think Carson Wentz is gonna be the starter again? What's that? No. We don't want that hot. We don't want that hot mess. We already dealing with too much over there. But Taylor Heineke, man, did you see him? You see him coming all dressed up today? Looking like a leprechaun. He was out there dressed up in his little pub hat and stuff like that. They got the Heineke magic going up there. I like Heineke. He'll be there next year because I don't believe Sam is going to be ready for next year. But they believe Sam is the future. Sam Howell. This is the quarterback out of North Carolina. Yep. Okay. So I actually just turned down season tickets and refused to buy them. You refused to buy season tickets? Yep. All right, Washington Commanders. You hear that? You got a fan that ain't buying tickets. Why, Terrence? I've been for a long time with everything going on with Rivera and Dan Snyder and just the product and last week when they unveiled that sorry statue of Sean Taylor. You know what? Go ahead. I couldn't order it. I actually couldn't order my team. I told them no, thank you, and why it was. Like, this was disrespectful. And I can't believe Doug Williams by the captain. Is Doug Williams a director of player personnel? What is he? Is he that? Yeah. So my thing about that is, and it's just to me, the family said it was okay. They're probably, I'm not in the family's mind on what they're doing, but in my opinion, it was not okay. I mean, that's something you can see when you walk into Dick's Sporting Goods. That's not something you dedicate to someone who been part of your organization, right? And actually brought some wins there and died tragically, for doing the right thing. And that's the way you honor him. I thought it was a slap in the face. And come on, man. How hard is it to put a bust out there or some iron thing? I mean, come on.
are no real statues. Iron Buck and Flanders too.
They don't even have Doug Williams, Mark Rippon, the
No,
Sanders brothers.
no, nothing.
Huh? You got a Ring of Honor up there?
There's a Ring of Honor, and they have like some, the same inside of the stadium, but nothing outside the stadium. And I don't believe that he ever planned on this being a home. I believe that he got so much money to build a stadium where he built the stadium. That's why he built it.
Ah, so okay, got you. And I don't think he's gonna sell the team, man. I think he's just gonna put it in his wife's name and step aside a little bit, but still make some decisions, giving her advice and stuff like that.
I don't believe he's going to do that.
What you think he's gonna? You think he's just gonna still maintain control?
Yep, I believe this was just for publicity, and the Sean Taylor thing was just to get attention off of him.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
The last time he had attention, he was in the press. He did contribute to Sean Taylor that was black also.
It's a deflection tactic. Basically, I don't want you to see what's going on over here, but look what's going on here. And they pull at your heartstrings for it. So it's a tear jerker. So one, you can't be mad at what he's showing you because you'll seem like a person that isn't sensitive. But also it deflects from the actual problem, which is the organization and all the issues going on with regard to HR and employees.
So I've been to several games and several fan events this year.
Yep.
I met Doug Williams. I got named outside the box.
All right.
He wouldn't sign autographs, he took pictures, but there is no. I mean, I met Sonny Jefferson, I met Joe Theismann, but Sonny's there because he's announcing the game. Joe's there because he announces a few games, commentary, all that stuff. But everyone else is not there. There is no Darryl Green. You have London Fletcher because he's announcing, and you have Paulson because he's going to announce stuff. But you don't have the vets that come to watch the game and come to support the team like they used to.
So and that you know what, that's kind of telling that your players don't come back. You know what I mean? You got a lot of players that actually come back on and that are focal point on the team. I mean, I know Doug Williams is there. I mean, is what's his name there? John Riggins. Is John Riggins come around? I mean, who comes?
Every now and then he's up in the booth. These
Yeah.
guys aren't on the field though. They're not down there. I mean, I haven't seen in the last few years. I haven't seen Darryl Green. I know Dexter Manley just got back in graces. With the organization.
Well, Dexter had some problems. He was some legal issues and stuff like that.
I know Charles Mann, my aunt dated him. He hasn't been around the organization for years.
Hey, so Dexter Manley, did you read that article about Dexter Manley?
Yeah.
That's telling, isn't it? Now, if anybody doesn't know, go ahead. If anybody doesn't know about this, Dexter Manley, and I'm making sure I want to make sure this is him. I don't think this is him. Hold on. Is it Dexter Manley? There was the issue with him not being able to read. I don't want to put that out there to see if that's not him.
Yeah, that's it.
So Dexter Manley, right? This man went through college and he said I'm gonna quote it. Quote, for as long as he could remember, Manley held a secret. He didn't really know how to read. It would later be discovered that a 26-year-old, he had the literacy skills of a second grader. Throughout Manley's struggle with dyslexia, football played two seemingly conflicting roles. Wow. Hall of Fame. Is he in the Hall of Fame, right? Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame. He's been nominated ever since 1996. During his career at the Redskins, Manley won 2 Super Bowls. Nominated for NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame in every year since 1996, and he's the Redskins' all-time sack leader. You have the Redskins' all-time sack leader, and you don't have a statue or something that says that. Is he up in the Ring of Honor? I gotta look and see because it's just wow. Whoa. They removed him for that legal issue. So let's look at the Washington Commanders Ring of Honor, right? So you have the Ring of Fame inductees: George Allen, Cliff Battle, Sammy Baugh, Larry Brown, Joe Gibbs, London Fletcher. Man, London Fletcher, Russ Grimm, obviously.
I'm going to Cleveland this year. He gets it.
Doug Williams, Charles Taylor, Sean Taylor, Chris Simmons, Mark Rippon, John Riggins. And he's in, I think he's in Dexter Manley. He's in this year into the Ring of Honor. Legends. Lamar, Bubba, Tyler, Joe Theismann, obviously. Oh, you know what I didn't know? Terrence, I didn't know Joe Theismann, and this is hey guys, this is just me. I did not know Joe Theismann was not in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That's so weird, isn't it? Like they talk about Joe Theismann like they talk about him though like he's a Hall of Famer. Am I correct?
He was only had like 2 good years.
But that's what I'm saying. They talk about him. His name is like,
Correct.
yes, his name, Joe Theismann. I guess it's the Theismann, whatever. But when you look at him, you would think he's a Hall of Famer the way they talk about this guy.
And you know, he had a chance. But it's too much of a draw.
He was too much of a draw.
He was out of the stadium for a few years because he broke that reporters on national TV.
No. You're thinking about the dude from the Jets. You're thinking about Joe Namath, not Theismann. Namath groped that lady up. No, it was Namath. It was Theismann. I mean Namath, not Theismann. But that's neither here nor there. Joe Theismann creating injury. Joe Theismann. Yep, he got that career. And the crazy thing about that is Alex, what's his name, had the same thing happen to him almost. His leg. Alex Smith.
Yeah, that's what got in.
Wow, that's crazy.
Joe Theismann goes down. Doug Williams comes in,
and Doug Williams in the Hall of Fame, right?
Who's that?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
He has attributes in the Hall of Fame.
Doug Williams, the first black quarterback in league history, inducted into the National Quarterback Clubs. Oh no, I don't know about that. Hold on. They said inducted to the National Quarterback Club of Hall of Fame on June 12th. Come on, man. Is he a Hall of Famer or not?
Nope.
He is not in the Hall of Fame. Wow. Former quarterback Doug Williams had a stellar Pro Football career in history, but is he a member of the Football Hall of Fame? No. Wow. That's crazy.
So he went in for being the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Yes. I wouldn't want that to be my thing in Canton. I don't want to be sitting there and they look up, oh, there's Doug Williams. Is he a Hall of Famer? No, he's just the first black man to win a Super Bowl.
And that's all it is.
That's not
he
good.
only stayed in Washington for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then he went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. I remember that. And it was Tampa Bay he went to Tampa first, right? And then Washington. Because Tampa was terrible.
He stumped it up. I mean, he was the greatest quarterback ever.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He caught the ride from Washington and rode the horse for 3 years. Yeah, he went to Tampa first, then he went to Oklahoma and Arizona Outlaws, and then he ended in Washington.
OMG. Breaking news right now. Breaking news on Speak On It Sports. College football playoff selections. This is basically what they're saying the top 4 teams are in the college football playoff. Number 1, Georgia, without a doubt. Number 2, Michigan, without a doubt. Number 3, TCU. And number 4, Ohio State.
I can't argue it.
What? Come on, man. There's no way. There's no way. Come on. There's no way.
I'm gonna tell you why I can't argue with it. Because if you bump Ohio State, then you put Bama in, and Bama doesn't deserve it either.
You know what I wish? I wish that they could just play off again. You know what I mean? Have a playoff again with these teams because Clemson don't need to be close near the top at all. Even though they won the ACC championship game. Notre Dame beat both of them, North Carolina and
And North Carolina's still right.
exactly. Exactly. So that in itself is ridiculous, right?
And if Notre Dame would actually proclaim that the ACC for football, they would have been in the championship game.
And they would have beat Gugaloa, whatever the name is. That joker, I didn't think he was all that anyway. Let me tell you something. I watched his recruiting tape when Dabo Sweeney went to a plane. I got him a plane to pick him up and all that stuff. It was a big thing. He flew over the stadium. He said, "This is where you're gonna be throwing touchdowns at." He failed to tell him that he was gonna be throwing interceptions there as well. That's the problem. But I digress.
They got Notre Dame to play South Carolina.
Yeah, that's not good. But I'd rather than play South Carolina instead of Mississippi State.
I'd rather play LSU.
Ugh. I would love them to play LSU, but you know, our quarterback, Drew Pine, jumped into the transfer portal. He basically, you know, it was told or he heard that Marcus Freeman is going to look at the transfer portal for a quarterback, and they're definitely going to give a scholarship to a kid, Steve Angelini, 6'3", 215-pounder kid out of Texas. So his days were numbered there. Yeah,
So
I love it. Say that again.
Shakur Sanders and Travis Hunter.
Oh, them jokers going to Colorado. Oh, you know they're going to Colorado. Deion is there. Why did the current quarterback for Colorado, jump in the transfer portal? As soon as Deion Sanders was named head coach. And the crazy thing is Deion working, man. Why Deion? After he won that game, he took a flight to the Colorado Stadium. Did you see that? That was awesome.
Now, only half the staff is leaving.
Yeah, he's definitely got to get new staff or people that's in college football right now, especially Power 5 people, so he can understand it. Yeah, I mean, set him up for success. I agree. That was pretty cool. But
my question is Mike Zimmer leaving with?
Now that's the thing. I haven't seen Mike Zimmer on the sidelines though. Was he defense coordinator, correct?
Mike Zimmer's in the press box.
Oh, he in the press spot. Oh, you know Mike Zimmer gone. That's the first person I would take there. You know how much those kids from Colorado would love to have a real defensive coordinator, former head coach, defensive coordinator in the NFL that just coached up a team that won 2 SWAC championships back to back, even though he was only there for 1. I mean, kids are going to jump for that. That's going to be a sticking point as far as recruiting goes for defensive players. Let's look up team stats. I want to look up Colorado's team stats. Colorado Buffaloes. Colorado Buffaloes team stats. So 2022. I just want to look at total defense. So they got yeah.
Deion wanted total control.
Oh shit, yeah, Deion wanted total control. Basically, that AD, he just better be there to be hushing up. All right, Uta says Rodgers to Bears is great. She says I own you. I still own you. The words every Bears fans hate to hear. I don't know. Let's get through these games though. Check it out. So, all right, aforementioned game, we're gonna go from start to finish here, quickly as possible. You and me. All right. All right. Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Who you got? And why? The Atlanta offense. All right. Denver, Baltimore. We riding today? Let's ride. Russell Wilson. Is he riding today?
He's not starting today.
Russell Wilson ain't starting today?
I don't think he's talking about Pittsburgh.
No, he's starting today. Trevor Simeon's been elevated to the roster, but Russ is starting. Ain't no way I'm putting $250 million on the sideline on the shelf. You're gonna get out there and perform. So who you got today though? Who you got? Denver, Baltimore. Okay, we're sharing the brain there. Green Bay at Chicago. Green Bay 4-8. Aaron Rodgers oblique. Justin Fields left shoulder non-throwing. Who you got? Yep, but he has that left shoulder injury still. You got Chicago? Okay, I got Green Bay on that. We're going to be thinking about that. All right, I call this the Grit Bowl. Huh?
The reason I got Chicago is because you can only take the hits and have them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and he's going to be in the shotgun. He need to get that ball out. And no David Bakhtiari today. He had emergency appendectomy, I believe. So, all right, Jacksonville, Detroit. The Grit Bowl, I'm gonna call this 4-7 teams. Who you got? Jacksonville at Detroit. Oh, I got Detroit in this game, so we differ on 2 so far. Okay, the Deshaun Watson Bowl, Cleveland 4-7 versus Houston 1-9-1. They're in Houston. He's already got there. He had security with him. I mean, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a whole bunch of mess today. You think Deshaun Watson can focus and pull out a win today, or Houston's going to win?
I don't even know because the victims said they were going to the game.
Yeah, 10 victims said they're going to go to the Houston game. Hopefully, they don't get no box seats to where the press could see them all day long and be flashing them on camera. That's not going to be, you did what you did, in my opinion. You got your money. Go.
I don't know. That's going to be hard. I want to see what it looks like today, though.
So, all right, I picked Cleveland with that one. All right, New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The New York Jets 7-4 coming off a big win. They go against the Minnesota Vikings at home. Skol, they're 9-2, leading the NFC. The National Football Conference. They're leading the NFC at 9-2. Who you got today?
Minnesota wins and they're in.
Say that again.
Minnesota wins and they're in.
Yep. So we sharing a brain there as well. All right, Tennessee 7-4 at Philly 10-1. The Brown Bowl. This is you hate me bowl. You trade me bowl. Who you got?
Philly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because when the Phillies win, Washington lost, and like 4 of the people losing, Phillies in.
Exactly. Okay, I picked Philly as well. Seattle and this game, the Rams, the LA Rams, Seattle, LA Rams. Seattle 6-5 at the LA Rams who are 3-8. No Aaron Donald, no Matthew Stafford. I mean, no Cooper Kupp. Who you got?
No fall when I say my answer.
Oh my goodness, you about to do it.
The Rams.
Oh, this dude picked the Rams. And you know what though? I picked Seattle, but I could see it happening, is what I'm telling you. I could see it happening. Who's the black kid, right? He's pretty good. I forget. Yeah, he's a good quarterback. I like him. Geno Smith's starting to turn back into Geno Smith. What's that? Lamar Jackson, yeah. But I got Seattle in that game. All right, Los Angeles Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. 6-5 Chargers. Raiders are 4-7. They're at Las Vegas. The Raiders they won their last 2 games on basically walk-offs. Devontae Adams had a walk-off touchdown, and Josh Jacobs had the 86-yard spectacular walk-off in overtime. Can they do this again without overtime, or is it something that they just can't sustain and the Chargers win?
No, Chargers must win in order to keep the playoffs.
Exactly. I think so. They're not gonna have a couple of their offensive weapons, but I think just having a better quarterback, and I like Joey Bosa and Mac chasing up Mac's old team, chasing down Derek Carr. What's that?
They must find a way to win.
Yeah, they have to win a game. They have to win this game today. And I got them today. I got the Chargers winning this game. All right, moving on to Indianapolis and the Dallas Cowboys. Indy's 4-7-1. They're going to Dallas. The 8-3 Cowboys. Is Jeff Saturday going to get his second win or his second straight loss?
Now, I'm about to say this is surprise you again.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas wins by less than one score.
Less than one score.
Less than one score. It's going to be a tight game.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games. Uta says Colts win. Basically, that the Cowboys on upset alert today. Cowgirls on upset alert. I'm putting Cowboys on upset alert. So, Uta sharing a brain with you there as well as far as the game. It's going to be tough, but she has the Colts winning. I have the Cowboys winning this game. It's not going to be an easy game, especially if they can't stop the run game. They can get into Matt Ryan's head. To me, Matt Ryan shouldn't be starting. I don't like Matt Ryan starting.
I'm going to tell you the best. I'm going to tell you the best team in the NFC. And I hate to say it, but it is the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. But we all know what the Cowboys are. They're an accident waiting to happen. Go ahead. You said the Cowboys are what?
The Cowboys are the best team in the NFC.
And you know what? On paper, I would say, but on the field, I still go Philly because Philly already beat them. Even though Philly has some woes on defense, run-stopping defense, I still think Philly is better as a team. Dallas looks better on paper. But I think it's tough today for Dak. What's that? Yeah, I agree. All right, so moving on to the NFC South, you got the New Orleans Saints, versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that are 5-6, and New Orleans is 4-8. They're going to Tampa. Tampa Bay has just looked abysmal on offense. Tom Brady is about to break the attempts record for a quarterback in a full season, and this man is 45 years old. The running game is inept. Offensive line can't keep this man up, and the wide receivers just aren't doing what they need to do. And New Orleans is coming to town, even though they got the red rifle. They got Alvin Kamara, no Michael Thomas, but they got Chris Olave. What is going to happen today? I mean, this is a game that both these teams need.
New Orleans by 15.
You said New Orleans by 16. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I got Tampa winning this game. And I say they're not going to win this game handily. It's going to be a game where Tom Brady's going to get his team in field goal range, and Ryan Suckup, who actually was Mr. Irrelevant. I mean, a lot of people don't remember that. That dude's Mr. Irrelevant. What that is out there for people who don't know is the last player picked in the NFL draft, and the man has still had a great NFL career out of that. All right, so a couple of games I left off the docket because I want to discuss it a little further. Miami and San Francisco. Miami's 8-3. They're going to San Francisco, who's 7-4. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, Debo, Ayuk, CMC. I mean, the defense, Bosa, everybody. This is going to be tremendous. But don't scoff at what Miami has. Tua, you got Nick Chubb out there on defense. You got Jalen Waddle. You got the Cheetah on offense. Mike Gesicki. I mean, it's going to be tremendous. It should be tremendous today. But remember that these guys know each other. You had one.
Let's go Miami.
You said Miami?
Miami. I mean, Miami got to win for us. I mean, no matter which one of us lose, we need Miami to lose. We need Miami to win, and we need Seattle to lose also. Everybody stays the playoff.
Okay, so you got Miami losing this game today, or winning this game today. I got San Francisco winning this game. Even though Raheem Mostert and Debo got a little beef going on right now about which team has the most talent. I would have to say San Francisco, in my opinion. I mean, granted, there's some fast guys over there in Miami, and they're in San Francisco. And I haven't seen Tua play in weather. I haven't seen him play in weather yet. You know, I want cold weather.
Debo needs
He needs another person.
a stronger quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I think he needs another. Oh, I forgot George Kittle too. Sorry, George Kittle.
Debo's in the wrong era for football.
He's in the wrong. Oh snap! He's in the wrong era of football. You crazy, but he's just a throwback guy. I understand what you're saying. He's a throwback guy. Cordell Patterson is a throwback guy too. I mean, you see Cordell. I love that dude, man. Cordell Patterson is a really good dude, man. That guy. I watched him. You know, he came out return specialist. They let him play wide receiver. He did that, and now he's a running back. I'm just like, wow. All right, Uta says, while Miami is riding a 5-game winning streak. What's that?
I compare them both to an upgraded David Boston.
Okay. David Boston. I remember David Boston. Wasn't he with Ohio State? And then he became a Arizona Cardinal? He was big. He also had a steroid issue, though. That guy was doing too much steroids. That joke was doing too much steroids. All right, Uta says this. While Miami is riding a 5-game winning streak into this game and is averaging over 30 points per game, San Francisco holds the number 1 scoring defense and total defense in the NFL this season. 49ers win. I can't discount what she just said there. I mean, that's all right. I kind of agree with that. All right, so the last game here, Washington and the New York Giants. What say you about this game? Who wins it and why? Don't hold back. Don't hold back, T-Sizzle. Come on now. Give it to me. Straight with no chasing.
I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Washington wins because quarterback play. I believe that Washington's going to have time of possession. They're going to run hold the ball. And I don't believe Daniel Jones, he's going to try to gunsling it to come back, and it's not going to work.
Yep. So Uta's very, very smart here today. Look, she says the Commanders have won 6 of 7 and 3 straight by running it and playing good defense. Sort of I don't want to misquote. She said the Giants use the same formula to win games. The Commanders have the better defense. Close game today. G-men lose close. Increased by 1. Ooh, G-men lost column increases by 1. So she got the G-men losing today. I have the G-men winning today, despite what it seems like. I mean, your defensive line is legit. And I think with the time we had off and coming off these losses, and we're getting some guys back. Azeez Ojulari, our pass rushers coming back. Taylor Heineke, man, that's the guy you got to get down. The Giants have got to get to. Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm wearing your jersey today because I want you to get more than pressures. I think if you get more pressures on Taylor Heineke and you force him to make a bad mistake, I think it's going to be a Giants win. But we have to get Saquon Barkley involved. I'm not talking about running up into the teeth of that defense. He just has to be involved. You know what I mean? So I got the Giants winning that game.
I called Taylor. We had a discussion this week about some 75-25 balls.
Hey, and you know what's odd, Terrence? When you said that, and I saw that one pass he threw, I said, man, that's what he's talking about. 75-25s right there. That's what he was talking about. That's what Terrence. Because 75% of the time somebody else is going to get it, huh? Yeah, definitely. And I think that's something that the Giants got to look at today. But also, don't sleep on this running game. I mean, you guys, they have that zone blocking scheme in Washington. And I'm telling you right now, Brian Robinson is running the ball extremely hard. And You all, hey, Terrence, you know this. As a kid, we played in the snow, we played in the cold weather. A lot of people don't want to tackle somebody if it's too cold and you constantly hitting people. So we got to short this run game up, in my opinion, for the Giants to win today. We can't give up huge chunks of plays. And that's Wink Martindale right there. He lives and dies by the blitz. So I see Taylor Heineke running out a couple of those and making some plays, but we have to negate the big plays, and that is a scary Terry. I hope Darnay Holmes is not on him. Please do not put Darnay Holmes on him. It's going to be a long day for him, in my opinion.
It's going to be a long day for him.
It definitely is. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
So, who are you going to put on Chris Samuel?
What's that?
Who are you going to put on Chris Samuel?
Man, Cordell Flott, somebody. We got sick people. There's something going around in New York City right now. A lot of flu going around up there. So we got some sick people, man. We got Kenny Golladay, like he was going to help anyway. But we also got Slayton, who they were sick throughout the week. I think the flu or something like that, but they're expected to play today. I don't know what you're going to get out of Golladay if he was 100% anyway. But I digress. All right, so like always, I got to give you the game. Oh, sorry. I did. That's the game I did forgot. I'm sorry. I did forget that game with the KC and Cincinnati. KC, Cincinnati. Who you got? I know. Jamar Chase is back in Cincinnati. Yeah, Jamar Chase is back. Don't know if he's 100%, if he's just going to be used as a decoy today. But and they got Joe Mixon back as well. All right. Uta says the Bengals have been Mahomes' personal kryptonite. The Chiefs have struggled to stop the pass this year. Bengals win Week 13 matchup. Dang. 9-2, 7-4. Kansas City right now could separate themselves from Buffalo. If they lose, Buffalo's hoping that Cincinnati wins today. You said the new Red River rivalry? So, who you got in that game? Cincinnati? Dang. All right, so 3 games, you and I. And I guess Uta's thinking the same thing today. I got the Giants. You guys got Washington. I have KC. You guys chose Cincinnati. I have Green Bay. You chose Chicago. I have Pittsburgh. You chose Atlanta. And Denver's not doing anything today. What game today are you going to watch, Terrence, from start to finish? And give me your sleeper team today that's going to just upset someone. Upset alert team. I know what yours is, Uta. You said the Indianapolis Colts on the Dallas Cowboys. What about you?
That's the sleeper game right there.
Okay, that's okay. So those are your sleepers. Okay.
You don't go watch the game. I'm back to leave my house. I don't get here at my house. And my parents are to watch it.
Really? Man.
Because I don't have Comcast.
Oh my goodness. Man, you better get yourself that NFL pass. I'm telling you, I don't make no money with them or anything like that, but I have NFL pass, so I can go ahead and go through all 22 film on games that have previously passed and just anything. I could go watch games. It's like maybe. Oh man, they block it out there, huh? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Says so. Okay, so what game? So you're gonna watch that game in its entirety? Okay, gotcha. And you already said that's your game that you're looking at as far as sleeper game, Indy and Dallas. All right, my sleeper game today is going to be. I like the Tennessee Titans. I think it's gonna be a tough match for Philly. That's my sleeper game. I think Philly's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be that easy, and they could potentially lose. You know what I mean? Especially if you get Derrick Henry started and Ryan Tannehill stays on point. And the game I'm going to watch in the entirety, you know which game that is. You know what game that is. And don't be texting me if we losing either. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Text me the address.
Oh, I will. I'll text you that. I'll go on Messenger and I'll text you, or I'll send it to you on Skype.
I'm putting something together. I want to send you a little care package.
Okay, outstanding. Yeah, we'll swap addresses. Like I said, I got new gear I'm going to send out to some folks as well.
Okay.
All right, brother. Hey, it is about that time. I'm gonna let you go. I know what game you watching. You know what game I'm watching. So enjoy the games today. I may throw another quick show and I may just pop on after all the games before the night game, just to see what's up. And we'll discuss the games that transpired during the day. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, brother. You have a great day. Enjoy the games. Appreciate you calling.
You too.
Yeah, best of luck to your squad as well. I know that hurt you to say, but go ahead.
I'm going to put my jersey on and my hat.
All right. Uh-oh.
You have a blessed one.
Hey, you too. Take it easy, Terrence. All right, that was T Sizzle. Love him calling in. He's a great he's a great caller to the show. Love his insight. Definitely Uta, you as well. Love your insight. I'm gonna go watch the game. I'm gonna get myself ready. I have all of my Giants gear on. I need Kayvon Thibodeau to pop his collar today and do some things today and get my Giants a win. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much, everybody out there. I appreciate you joining the show. Make sure you lock this number in. 512-539-0686. That gives you access to the show. You can call in. You could talk about anything that you want to talk about related to sports. It doesn't have to be football. It could be the U.S. men's national team not making it out of the knockout round, losing to the Netherlands 3-1. But anything like that. Also, like us on Facebook at Speak On It Sports. Scrolling down the bottom. Also, Twitter at NYG Men for Life. And if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'd be doing me a solid. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the games. As always, guys, I love you. But I'm out. I got to go watch these games.